Seeing that kind of flow and teamwork, it just makes the game fun to watch.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Torrey Craig. Allen is out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Doncic in at the point. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum no good. Tatum against Craig. There's the dish to Doncic. To the middle. Here's Allen. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Jared Allen continues to do the dirty work down low. This guy is so fundamentally sound.
Brown against Doncic from 12 feet out. And it's Brown missing. Brown against Craig. Doncic kicks to Nowitzki. No good on the three. Holiday up top. He's covered by Ingram. Here's Brown. And the shot is good.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Allen with the screen for Doncic. Fouled on the shot, picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Luka Doncic has a big, strong frame. The N1 chance, nicely done.
And when it comes to Luka Doncic, he's simply, Greg, one of the best players in the entire game.
No question about it. He's a threat to record a triple-double every time he takes the floor. As versatile and dangerous a player as there is in our league.
That free throw good from Doncic. Of course, we've talked about Boston's young talent for so long, they've now become battle-tested veterans.
And it's incredible how young that experience has taken hold. They have had players build big roles in so many big games. What a strong foundation, and now you've just got to keep building.
Now here is Holiday. A 3-ball. Craig pulls it in.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Ingram against Holiday. Ingram passes to Nowitzki. On the wing, Doncic. Allen with the screen for Doncic. Back to Nowitzki. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis 7-3 says not here and not now.
Nifty move. And it's laid in by Holiday.
And being taller than most point guards, he puts that length to use. Example A right there.
Now here's Ingram. Doncic outside. And here is Ingram. Allen for the 3. Dallas again missing. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum wide open. He fires one. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Nowitzki with the screen on Tatum. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off target with his 3. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. He kicks it to Brown from past the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
Should be an interesting game as these teams don't see a lot of each other being from different conferences.
Right. They'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
Connects from 3-point range.
That's Tatum's size and high release point. He's able to get that three-point shot off against virtually anybody.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And Greg, the massive contract extension for Jaylen Brown this past summer, for a time, the richest in NBA history.
And you gotta pay to play, or in this case, to contend for titles. With Tatum and Brown, the Celtics have that opportunity.
Jefferson's checked in for the Celtics. Miles Bridges comes in for Tatum. And Dallas with a change here too. Carter, he's checked in for Doncic. Now here is Holiday. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And so it's Boston with it. Porzingis can't hit.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here is Carter. Back to Ingram. Goes up on the wing. That one goes. Count it.
And you see the polish from Ingram as a scorer from every level. His versatility is a boon for this offense.
Now here is Holiday. Brown outside. At the elbow, Jefferson. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
The Mavericks trailing. Ingram outside. Nowitzki sets a screen for Ingram. Over Holiday. And that one's good. Ingram.
And the touch from Ingram on the jumper. No way anyone can stop that from doing it.
Brown deciding where to go with it. From 13, and another basket for Boston.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
The Mavericks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Carter, the pass to Ingram. There's the triple. Trains it from beyond the arc. Ingram's got 7 points.
A solid shooter from outside the arc. Ingram is fantastic at realizing when he should take those shots.
Now here is Holiday. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Here's Brown. And again, it's Boston converting.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Ingram passes to Nowitzki. So this is the first of 2 games, Greg, that these teams will play in a row. One after the other. Very tough.
And, you know, Kevin, I find these little mini-series really interesting. You get to see how teams react to one another and see how they adjust, much like you do in the postseason.
And that one falls for Nowitzki. Greg, what a remarkable run from the Dallas Mavericks in that 2010-11 NBA season.
And some say it's the toughest title any team has ever won. When you consider the juggernauts they took out, including the big 3 of the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals.
Both free throws good from Nowitzki. Doris, when we look at the Dallas Mavericks, it looks like a team that has shown they want to win now.
Kevin, I think their ownership has never been afraid to pull the trigger on a big trade. The Mavs are not about just making it to the playoffs. This is an organization that seeks the ultimate prize, and that is to win an NBA championship.
Now here's Ingram, following the miss by Porzingis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bridges dishes to Holiday. Brown outside. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Brown's got 9.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Carter, the pass to Ingram. Dallas, no good that time either. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
Now here's Ingram. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Oklahoma City. Nowitzki, good.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
The Celtics have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Al Horford, he's checked in for Porzingis. Jayson Tatum comes in for Miles Bridges. Josh Richardson's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Drew Holiday. Now, here's Doncic. 20 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
And here is Tatum after Luka Doncic hitting the three.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Jones. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Now it's a 5-point Maverick lead. The Celtics shooting the ball to the tune of 41% from the field so far. Right side Jefferson. Over Wiseman. Jefferson gets the bucket. Jefferson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And big men who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
And you got to respect how quickly Wiseman has adapted to big league play. He hit the ground running and has not looked back, always growing as a player.
First free throw is good. And Greg, the way the Celtics have approached this season in terms of intensity, I think they clearly feel, though, they have unfinished business.
They've been so close to a title for a number of years. They've even been title favorites at times. It's part of the maturation process, as excruciating as it may be.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Celtics trail by 5. Tatum on the wing. Drills it from outside. Tatum's got 6.
The rise and fire by Jayson Tatum, ready to catch it and score it immediately.
Doncic against Tatum. And it's Doncic missing.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Jefferson, a screen on Doncic. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Passes to Doncic. That 3 off the mark.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Pritchard passes to Horford. It's rebounded by Dallas. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Here's Tatum after Luka Doncic's bucket. Over Jones. Good on the leaner. 8 points for him.
Now that mid-range jumper is so on point. Jayson Tatum is a 3-level scorer.
Doncic looking it over. Jones, the pass to Green. Now, here's Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Boston trailing. Pass to Tatum. To the wing on the left. Celtics passing it around. Richardson the pass to Jefferson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Porzingis is checked in for Boston. Bridges comes in for Jayson Tatum. And he can't hit the second. In the 2016 and 17 drafts, GA, Boston ended up with the 3rd pick overall both of those years.
And they nailed those picks, getting Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum back-to-back, setting up their franchise for years.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 8. The tray. A three-pointer is right on target. Doncic has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Mavs. Porzingis at the elbow. Pritchard passes to Porzingis. Richardson outside. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Jones with it. There's the pass to Green. And here's Wiseman. And there's the feed to Doncic. Buries it down low. Doncic has got 13.
Just another ho-hum, brilliant offensive performance from Luka Doncic.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Mavericks on top, leading by 6. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. Then there's Favors, and it's Hauser in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Here's Doncic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Wow, you see the physical defense against Luka didn't even matter. He powers right through it.
We know Doris officiating is always going to be a point of contention, but some teams let it affect them more than others.
And Kevin, that can obviously have a major difference in so many of the games. And for me, a lot of times it comes down to maturity. Teams that dwell on calls are going to have issues, particularly in big games. Let the coach worry about the officials. You play.
Doncic, no good on the free throw.
Boy, Luka's strength, his size, his savvy puts him at the free throw line so often.
And here's Tatum for 3. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Doncic passes to Jones, and Jones slams it in.
Luka Doncic keeping the defense honest by creating for his teammates. Pretty.
Tatum against Jones. Shoots the 3. The Mavericks pull it in.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Pass to Wiseman. Outside, Jones. Lays it up and banks it in. Jones has got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Pritchard. Still yet to score. Right side Favors. Passes it to Hauser. Launches a three. Green with the rebound.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 11-point game. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jared Allen is earning his keep in the painted area. He said from a young age that was instilled in me. The footwork as a big, back to the basket. I'm trying to find it in the flow of the offense. I don't want to disrupt this to where I'm getting in people's way. I just want to find my spot. Kevin?
And he does it well. D.A., thank you. Here's what Boston's going with right now. Porzingis is checked in for Favors. And Jefferson subbed in for Al Horford. No doubt, Greg, Jayson Tatum is an all-NBA player. And this guy continues to improve.
And JT's scoring average increasing in each of his first 5 seasons. I just love how he gets to the line more, being more aggressive. Tatum was the guy on the finals team at just 24 years old.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Bertans can't get it to go.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Lets it go from deep. Hauser misses.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Doncic passes to Allen. And Allen with the slam.
Nice creativity from the big man, Jared Allen. You've got moves upon moves.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Celtics trail by 12. Pass to Hauser. Down low. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Porzingis with the rebound.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Pritchard passes to Porzingis. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists tonight.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Tatum. And there's the pass to Porzingis. It's Jefferson outside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And the Mavericks call time here. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Davis Bertans. Ingram comes in for Torrey Craig. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Luka Doncic. Nowitzki against Porzingis. Nowitzki, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Here's Porzingis. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Jared Allen.
With the combination of his agility and height, you could see Porzingis growing into an elite rebounder at some point.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
That free throw good from Porzingis. And you talk about a tough matchup, Doris, for teams against this one. Kristaps Porzingis. He is a tough cover.
Yeah, listen, Kev, this guy has that rare combination of both size and skill, increasingly more efficient, and when he's healthy, he's really been a problem.
Back to Ingram. 5 on the clock. From deep. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Ingram against Brown. He feeds it to Jefferson. Shoots over Payne. That's good from Jefferson on the assist by Brown. Jefferson's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, what a pass by Jaylen Brown. Probably one of his most improved areas.
Now Ingram. He's got 7. Nowitzki with the screen on Holiday. Ingram passes to Nowitzki. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, we know Dirk Nowitzki is the master at drawing contact, and once at the free throw line, he usually delivers.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
And, guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Celtics, trailing by 10. Pass to Porzingis. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Scoring through contact is something Kristaps Porzingis has got to get used to in the NBA. Teams try to get physical with this guy.
Payne finds Ingram. Up to Payne, beyond the arc. A rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Holiday with it, picked up by Nowitzki. Brown outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Doris, looking at the career of Jaylen Brown so far, his rise to stardom has been impressive.
It's impressive, Kevin, because of the work put in. He needed to become a more complete offensive player. By number 1, improving his handle, and number 2, becoming more efficient with his shooting. He's done both. He's always been a force in transition. Jaylen has been special.
That free throw good from Brown.
What I love about Jaylen Brown is his commitment to improvement. This guy's worked hard on his three-point shooting. He's worked hard on his handle and his decision-making, and there's still another level to come.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Jared Allen's checked in for Isaiah Roby. Torrey Craig comes in for Green, and Doncic is subbed in for Payne. Dallas leading by 7. Craig kicks to Doncic. Nowitzki sets a screen for Doncic. Out to Ingram. Takes the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 6th assist on the night.
They see the attention Luka draws. That's why his teammates get so many wide-open looks.
Ingram against Holiday. There's Brown with the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Doncic finds Nowitzki. Good work there as it goes. And it's a 12-point Maverick lead.
Come on now, very few in the catch-and-shoot game better than Dirk Nowitzki. Still commands a ton of respect.
Porzingis with a screen on Doncic. Puts it up from 12 and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Doncic passes to Nowitzki. It's hauled in by Brown.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
That's tipped. Stolen by Allen. Doncic dishes to Ingram. Back to Doncic. Fires the 3. Oh, Doncic's long range.
Luka from way downtown.
Now here is Holiday. Now a timeout called by Boston. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And he continues to burn them with his scoring. The coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
Some changes for Boston. Al Horford's checked in for Jefferson, and it's Jayson Tatum in for Miles Bridges. Dallas also making some changes. Wiseman's checked in for Allen, and it's Derek Jones in for Torrey Craig. Brown finds Horford out to Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. No good from outside. Dallas leading by 13. Pass to Ingram. Doncic outside from deep three-point land. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Doncic has got 8 points in the quarter.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Outside Tatum. There's Tatum's range on display.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Holiday against Ingram. Pass to Doncic. Dishes to Nowitzki from 12 feet out. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Kicks it to Holiday. Brown outside. Off target from three-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Doncic against Holiday. Doncic passes to Wiseman. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
On defense, the Celtics. It's a 13-point game. Here's Wiseman.
You know, that's a great example of how Porzingis can use his length to bother a shooter.
Outside Tatum. To the inside. Here's Horford, and the dunk by Horford.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Doncic outside. Shot from the low block. Doncic going to work.
That's a high percentage look for Luka Doncic. He is a menace if he gets that deep.
There's 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Tatum passes to Horford. Back to Tatum. Over Jones. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Tatum.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Tatum against Doncic. Now the pass to Ingram. Fires away from outside. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 8 here in this one already. The Celtics shooting well. They're at 45%. Brown outside. Porzingis with a screen on Doncic. With 1 on the clock, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, I know that he can make the perimeter jump shot, but I really like it when Porzingis is taking it inside and making the defense deal with all that size.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. The first free throw is good.
For Kristaps Porzingis, we know this guy has all-star level talent. For him, it's about staying healthy. At 7'3", if he's able to stay away from injuries, this guy is a big-time threat.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can...